Welcome to another episode of Conversations and Connections. We're the official podcast of the Family Crisis Center of East Texas. I'm Stuart Burson, the prevention coordinator for the agency. I had to stop for about 2 seconds to remember what my title was. Wow, it hasn't been that big of a day yet. And with me today, I have April Wallace, who's the Director of Student Affairs at Angelina College. April, thank you for taking some time coming over here and doing this.
Yes, thank you for having me, Stuart. Happy to be here.
So what I asked April to come talk about is something called the Roadrunner Market at Angelina College. And April, if you would, I guess we'll kind of start things off just by kind of telling us what is the Roadrunner Market. I just think this is an awesome thing for the students there at Angelina College.
Yeah, it's been great. It's going great. The Roadrunner Market actually started on campus in the year 2018 with the help of our Student Government Association on campus and their advisors. And so this kind of started with their vision and goal to just help students on our campus who may be experiencing food insecurities. And excuse me, so through COVID, it kind of took a different shape, but still serving our students on campus through the mobile Roadrunner Market.
Okay.
And so kept going strong with the help of our Student Affairs Office and Student Government Association through COVID. And as we came back to campus last fall, we had some interesting conversations and discussions that started with partners in the community. And so once we had those discussions with the CISC folks coming on board and with the help of Brookshire Brothers coming on board, we were able to find another location on campus to kind of broaden our services to students.
Okay.
So it officially, that location officially opened on campus in February of this year.
Okay, so how does it work? What do you offer students? Is it just food? And how does a student go about getting in touch with you guys to get what they need?
Yeah, sure. So any current student can come through, and the location is in Hudgens Hall now on campus, so that's new, but it's a really convenient location on campus that's also next to our resource center that opened. And so we, during the summer, are opening daily 11 to 1 and offering perishable and non-perishable food items, which is new, that we are excited about, as well as depending on donations from our community and our employees, we oftentimes have household items and diapers and feminine products that we can also provide to our students. So that's been exciting. That's been some new things that have happened for us.
Yeah. All right. And you said this started in 2018, and I was wondering if this was still tied in, because I remember there always being something in a little closet there at the student center in one of the offices there. So I didn't know if that was kind of the same thing.
So yeah, from the very beginning back in 2018, we've had just those critical student affairs staff, Jordan being namely our cheerleader there, who they've just really worked really hard to start that small closet, and that has sustained itself, and they've just worked really hard to keep it going. And so we've just been able to build on that with the interest of partners coming on board.
So you mentioned Brookshire Brothers, and who else is
Christian Information Service Center, and then of course our institutional advancement team helps a lot in that regard as well. But we do take donations from employees who are always generous to help. And local churches are getting interested and supporting this effort as well.
Okay. Is there a certain criteria the student has to meet to receive items from the Roadrunner Market, or just as long as you're a student?
As long as you're a student at Angelina College.
Okay. All right. Excellent. And so we kind of talked about what things are available. It's food, possibly every now and then some toiletries, I guess.
Exactly. And the perishable items have been kind of what we've wanted and envisioned, being able to offer your produce and your items in the cooler and in the freezer.
Okay.
And so with the help of Sisk and with Brookshire Brothers, we've been able to add that.
Sure.
So
excellent.
yeah.
All right. So, sorry, I just kind of had a brain freeze there. How much can a student get when they come and they need something? Is it are they limited to a certain amount of visits a week or a month? And how are y'all working that out?
So what we ask is that students visit once a week. And typically, we do have limits on our items, but typically a student will fill a couple of grocery bags full.
Okay.
So willing to help as much as we can.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to donate, you was talking about churches, you're welcoming donations. If a church or a civic organization or just an individual person here in Angelina County wants to make a donation to the Roadrunner Market, how do they go about doing that? Who do they need to contact?
Sure. So the best way to do that is to contact our office, the Office of Student Affairs, and I'm happy to receive phone calls or emails to myself personally just to kind of walk through that process with them and kind of share what, our dreams are and what our main items, that we take in typically. Anyway, I can offer my email address if that's allowable or however.
Sure, yeah, whatever you'd like to do.
We are located in the Student Center on the second floor, our office suites. And my email is awallace@angelina.edu. So that's an easy access to get some information. I'm quick by email, so that's a great way to reach out and support. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Okay. Has there ever how long has it been? You said this has been around since 2018, but the full market with the what's the word I'm looking for there? The perishable items and things like that. Yeah. Y'all just recently had the ribbon cutting for that, so that's probably still a fairly new aspect of that.
We did, Stuart. So back in the fall is when we kind of started dreaming about that. We had conversations with Sisk, and then Brookshire Brothers came on board and helped us with our large cooler and then just walking the campus and dream about where we want to put this. And so it worked really well with the opening of the resource center there in Hudgens Hall, and we had a convenient space next to them. So worked really hard through the fall to get those things in place, the fixtures, and we officially opened as a soft opening at the end of February this year.
Okay.
And started kind of just getting a good feel for how that location was going to work and our hours open to students. And then there at the end of April had a really great turnout for our exciting ribbon cutting ceremony there at Hudgens Hall and got to show off the market to the community.
How has that been received so far? Has there been have you had a lot of students taking advantage of this?
Well, it's I don't even know how to respond to that because it's been overwhelming. I'll just put it that way. Yes, students have always been able to visit the pantry upstairs and the Student Center. For whatever reason, with the opening of the second location and with the expansion of the items that we are offering, we have seen a tremendous uptick in students visiting the pantry.
And I'm curious because I was asking Andrea about the resource center. I asked her this question. I want to ask you about the marketplace. Is this a common thing that more colleges are doing? Is this something that's kind of unique? Are y'all a pioneer in this? Or is this something that a lot of other two-year colleges or universities are offering their students?
As we visit with other campuses, we do see that there is a growing awareness for the student need outside of, to address those non-cognitive, needs of students, and the growing awareness of how those barriers can prevent a student from completing their education. And so I don't know back in 2018 how new we were to this space, but I can tell you that the conversations and the people that I am in network with on community college campuses, they're trying to do, if they're not already doing, the similar kind of offering the similar services so that we can assist students as they're going through their college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we wrap things up, I want to just real quick, just kind of put the spotlight on your position, Director of Student Affairs. Just briefly, what is that? What does that entail?
Okay. So I am fairly new to the role. I was director with the admissions office during COVID, and just a year ago, moved up to Student Affairs. And so really for us, our mission is just that, is seeking to serve the students in the needs that they have that are not necessarily academic, but yet that will support them in their academics. We know life does not stop because you're a college student, no matter what age or phase you are in life. There's just going to be those things, those hurdles that come up. And so just trying to really seek out the resources and serve students in those ways that they need, that we all need.
Yeah.
So hopefully just very much being a support network across our campus and a kind of a landing space for our staff and faculty.
Right.
For those students who need those extra resources.
Okay.
So we have within Student Affairs, we assist with residence life, student life and engagement, again, student resources, and disability services lands in our office as well. So lots of busy, fun things.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. April, I really do, again, appreciate you taking some time out talking about this. I just think this whole concept of the Roadrunner Market is a great thing for students.
Yeah, thanks.
Because being a student, sometimes times can be a little lean, and you may need that extra little help or assistance to get it through.
Absolutely.
And so again, if you would like to make a donation, you can email April, and it's Wallace, that's WALLACE at angelina.edu.
You got it.
All right.
That'd be great.
Thank you, April.
Thank you, Stuart.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
And if you have a question or a comment about anything that we've talked about, you can email us at conversationsandconnections@fccet.com. And if you feel like you need our services, if you need the services of the Family Crisis Center, you can call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That number is 1-800-828-7233. And be sure to subscribe to Conversations and Connections. You can do that via Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or pretty much any podcast service of your choice. And remember, be the voice, if not for you, for someone else.